Come on in, my friends. How are you? It is Wednesday, or I don't know, maybe you watch this on a Friday or a Sunday. I have something super cute for you today. So come on in. Y'all know it's Christmas in July. And so we are doing some adorable little hot cocoa canister sets. And we're going to chat and we're going to enjoy a little bit of creative time together. How are you guys? So good to see you. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. So make sure if you love pulling us up on YouTube and streaming it to your TV because it's bigger to see, you can do that live with me. That's where Angel is. Hello, Angel. All right. So we're going to do this canister set. I have been super excited to do this one. This is one that as soon as I cut it, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I want to do with that. We are definitely making that. So I got a mess on my table from this morning. We were in the VIP group this morning, and oh my goodness, we're learning 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We are learning how to paint flowers. Hello, Benita. How are you? Hello, Debbie. We're learning to paint flowers. Let me just show you. Let me just show you the flowers that we're painting because every week we've been doing it. Is this our fourth week? I think it's our fourth week. You need to be in the VIP group because number one, here's what I want to, okay, not number one. Here's what I want to say is that I want you to take time to be creative. Okay. Whether, no matter what you're doing, whether you're crafting a kit like this, whether you're taking time out of your day to do a little painting or journaling or sewing or baking or geez, and gardening, a number of things. Okay. Um, Take time to do that because it is important. Double trouble on YouTube and Facebook. I love it, Deb. We were just talking about that. It's so important. Anyway, it's even fun in addition to the important, it's fun when you do it with a community. And so that's what we're doing, you guys. Let me show you a couple weeks ago. We are learning different flowers. So a couple weeks ago, we did the black-eyed Susan. Okay. I've loved painting each one of these. We always do one in like colored pencil, one in like acrylic paint marker, and then with just acrylic paint. And it's interesting to see some of the lessons and the things that you're learning about yourself through the process. And me too. Like it's amazing. When you are being consistent with something, um, you consistently learn new things. And so, completely lost my train of thought. Where was I going with that? I don't even know where I was going with that. Be consistent, be creative, because number one, you deserve to give yourself an hour. I had someone tell me the other day that they felt a little bit overwhelmed because they're in my VIP group because they see the VIP boxes stacking up. And only because, I mean, we do them every month, but only because life gets busy and it gets put off. It gets put to the back burner. And then you realize a second month goes by and it gets put off the back burner. And then a third month goes by. And you feel overwhelmed, not because the boxes are there, but you're overwhelmed because you're not allowing your mind to have that space. It's not the boxes that are making you overwhelmed. Okay. So when you take that time to be creative, I want you guys, like everybody. Oh, I will show my page with flowers. The one that I did. Um, Everybody needs to be creative. It is healthy for us. You guys, we were created in the image of our maker. Our maker was a creator. Okay. So whatever it is, like I said, baking, gardening, photography, I don't care what it is, music, anything like that. Um, take time every month. If you can't spend 1 hour a month on doing something creative, things that you want to do, then you really need to sit back and reevaluate how the rest of how your month is looking. Okay. Because we talk about crafting our story on this page. We are writing our story every day. We are writing our story every day with God holding the pen. And what do you want that story to look like? Do you want that story to look like it was a woman who was consistently overwhelmed all the time and stressed out and had anxiety and, all of these other things, you name it, because we all do it. You got to make time for yourself, you guys. You got to make time for yourself. Anyway, so we were learning how to do the black eyed Susans. And then today we came across, I'll show this one in a minute. We did this last week. Today we came across the coneflower, and the coneflower is very, very, very similar to the black eyed Susan. The center of it is just a little bit different. So we learned how to create that texture in there to make it look completely different. And then we learned cosmos. You guys, these are so cute. These are so cute. So this was done with colored pencil. That was my first one. This was my second one. And this was done with a paint marker. Okay. I was using the gravy paint markers. Okay. Yes, you knew you were gonna be busy. No, I totally understand that, Angel, and that was not my conversation with you either, so please don't take yes. No, I totally understand that, and I'm gonna share who I gifted that to as well. I'm excited to do that. And then this one we did with paint. Y'all look at those. Look how gorgeous this Cosmo is. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. So I've learned something every single day that we have done this, and we've only done it for what, 4 weeks now. Benita wanted to see this. So when we went to Nashville, I I've the VIP group wanted to learn how to paint flowers. And so I got a couple books because I will learn right along with them and I will facilitate learning together. And so when I was in Nashville, or when I was driving down to Nashville, I drew this on the way in the car. Um, the I don't really care for colored pencils now. That doesn't mean that I won't always care for colored pencils. Because the more I practice with them, the more I'm gonna learn how to do different things. Okay. I just love paint, but that's what I do all the time. So push yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. This one, I was like, I don't know if I like this. It's definitely different. There you go. That's what Benita wanted to see. You love your Cosmo? Are you talking about the one you painted with us, or do you have Cosmos? Because I want Cosmos now. I seriously want Cosmos. I'm gonna do a wildflower garden. I have the perfect spot that I'm gonna do a wildflower garden in. All right, do you guys want to paint tonight? Let's do it. I'm going to. So I didn't get this stuff spray painted beforehand because let me tell you, it real feel today was 110, and I turned off the laser and came inside because it was just a little hot. I went out there earlier, and so I quit a little bit earlier because it's hot. So with that being said, I didn't get these spray painted. And technically, you're not really supposed to spray paint in the heat anyway, but that's not why I didn't. Just because it was hot. So get this, real feel today was 110. Okay. I'm gonna put all these snowflakes on here because we're gonna paint them white. Um, Tomorrow it's supposed to be 77, which I'm super excited about. We're getting our shed tomorrow. But super excited about 77 for sure. It'll be a nice break because I think Friday and on is back into the 90s and 100s. Oh, the flowers. I love Cosmo flowers, Angel. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Lisa. So good to see you. Marissa said, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm going to promise myself to make time. It's so easy to get sucked into that. And we all do it. We always get sucked into the busyness. We always get sucked into the overwhelm. We always get sucked into the anxiety. Okay. So we seriously have to be intentional about what we are choosing to do. Okay. Absolutely. All right. Learning flower names, right? Remember, I love that, Deb. Um, Remember when we couldn't wait for summer, right? And we're gonna be like, can't wait for winter now. All right, we have these that also need to be white. These are little marshmallows. So we're gonna do those white. I think I want this white as well. Let's see, our cocoa letters. We'll do those red. 102 in Oregon. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right. So I'm going to show you how these go together. These are the cutest things ever. So you have this one, and it's a peppermint, and this sits right down in here. Okay. But then they have the little bases that you can sit on that they sit on as well. So my mom was calling and she didn't pay attention to if I was live or not. She's like, I always try to check. That's funny. Um, what was I saying? Oh, they're the cutest little things. They have little bases on them. You're gonna love how they turn out. I'm telling you. We can just stop chatting so much and paint, Beth, right? All right. So we don't need to paint these two. Your peppermint so that you can store these a little bit easier. And if we ever want to do different peppermint designs in here, you could swap these out. Um, so you have a back piece that's flat. You have a middle piece, and the middle piece has the notch for the base. And then you have this piece that goes on the front. And there is a little knot hole in there. Can you see it? And that's where this sits. So we have the peppermint one, a hot cocoa one, and let's see. We are going to use reds, aquas. I think I'm going to tone this down a little bit so it's more like a mint color. I think that's what we're going to do. All right, we don't need this back piece either. So these three pieces, oops, that wasn't the back piece, that was the marshmallow. All right, we have everything out we need to paint. Let's do the white first. Your projects are halfway complete. I love it. Which ones are you working on? Hi, Laura. Hi, Kathy. How are you? You thought the peppermint looked like French fries? It definitely could. They do have the little etching on there. Um, wow, that does not want to open. The little etching on here to do the peppermint stripes. But it does look like French fries, doesn't it? All right, so we are going to do this as well. Let's see. Let's get my new bag. I think all of my sponges are cut right now. Do I keep freezing? I don't know. I'm not sure. I never know if it's me or, I mean, heck, it could probably be both of us with a bad signal, but what are we going to do about it? Nothing. That's the world we live in sometimes. Right? Yeah, I don't know. It used to be me all the time. I think we have fixed that. It did used to be me all the time. All right, so I am using Nicole's Afraid Not, her chalk paint. I think the white is my favorite in regards to it being an acrylic paint because it just covers really well. Like most paints, you're gonna have to, most white paints almost take 3 coats. This one does really good in 2 thin coats. I love it. All right. And then I sat and saw these too. We have never made these. These came out last week. And so I was thinking we could paint these to match our canisters, and you have a whole cute kitchen display set. So that's what I think we're going to do. I think that's a great idea. All right. Anyway, this is in, if you comment Daisy Love, that those links there will probably answer all of your questions. There is a link to the paint there. There is links to the shop. There is links to YouTube. There's links to join my email list. There's links for all the things. So make sure you go check those out. You guys, I just released a YouTube video today. First time that I have ever um, released just a video on YouTube, and it was something a little bit different than crafting. So we talk a lot here about crafting your story, and obviously we do it creatively here. But there are so many ways to craft your story, so many parts of your stories that you get to craft. When I was talking in the very beginning about what story do you want, what do you want your story to look like? You know, we um help author that with God. So you should go over and watch it. You should go over and watch it. If you go to the YouTube video, didn't want to go off. Um, they are called soul chats. Now, here's the thing. I am not sticking myself on any schedule with it, but I'm doing it as my heart desires, as I am prompted. Okay. But it'll probably be once a week. And so it's just me chatting with you about things that I've been through or things that I'm currently experiencing and kind of what I'm learning from it and what God is trying to teach me in maybe a particular situation or a season of my life, um, in hopes that it would help you do the same for yourself. So, this one was about contentment. Need to go watch it. Contentment has been on my heart a lot lately. Um, and it's shown up in different ways, but it's still just kind of a recurring theme. You know how sometimes you have these recurring themes that show up in your life? Um, Contentment has been. So I chatted with you about it a little bit. Oh, Nancy, how are you? It's so good to see you. All right, so I think all of our white is done. Actually, it's not. It's not. We have our lids, and our lids are little peppermint sticks. Okay, so we're going to let's paint these two white real quick. But I don't think we're going to do the little ball on top. We're going to do that a different color. And there are etchings in here, and all we'll use our little tool to get out of those edges so that you can see where they are. You can see where they are anyway. Can you see the notches in there still? I promise they're there. But the camera doesn't always do good. There's notches in it. Trust me. All right. So tell me, I am using these three colors. Okay. What colors would you use? I want to know what colors you would use. And then go grab your kit. Okay. If you like this one, it's you can comment sold space 1356. Okay. And then if you want the little trees, those are 1341. Sold space 1341. Just to make it easy. All right. Let's figure out what we're doing. This one is our peppermint one. And so I'm going to do it mint. Okay. Now, whatever color canister, this canister is going to be mint, so I'm gonna do the base mint as well, and the same. Whatever this color is, this one is actually we'll do this one red, the marshmallows, and then the hot cocoa one we're gonna do like brown and cocoa color. Nicole's paint does come in different sizes. Yes, yes, it does. All right, now I was gonna tone this down a little bit. Oh, and I probably got way too much out, but let's put a little bit of white paint in it because I want it to be just a little bit more minty looking. What colors would you guys do? I gotta know. I love the teals and mints and turquoise and all that for um, Christmas. I'm mixing way too much, but I still want it lighter. There we go. That's probably getting better. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Perfect. All right. So we have to do a couple coats on this one. I mean, I did add white to it, so we may not have to. Let's just let some of these out here. We'll see. Yes, we are going to do 2 coats. This is going to be adorable. What colors, you guys? What colors did you say? I got to know what colors you would paint yours. Yeah, we should have done, let's go ahead and do white and get a good base coat. That way the next coat will cover much better. All right, we're gonna let that dry. And I think I want the little caps to be this aqua color too. You have your grandsons tonight, so you're in and out. Well, enjoy your time with your grandsons, my friend. This one's wet from earlier, so we'll see. Probably should just pick a different one. We'll just pick a different one. Probably shouldn't use it if it's wet. All right, we're gonna probably do a couple coats on this too, but I want both of the lids to be this aqua color. Man, so what do we have going on? I'm so glad that tomorrow's going to be 77. So I have to move the laser tomorrow. Um, to move the laser and move everything around in the garage because they're pulling down the 2 garage doors that we have and ripping out all the tracks, installing new tracks, all of that. And so the laser will be in the way. So we won't be cutting on it on Friday, but I'll be cutting on it this weekend. You like the mints and reds for Christmas? I do too. I do too. They're just my favorite. And I do mix some teal in or turquoise in. Sorry, turquoise. Because there is a difference between teal and turquoise. I always wondered, there's no difference? Yeah, there is. All right. This one's probably dry. A little bit anyway. I don't want to pull the red out while this light colored stuff is out because that would probably make a complete mess. I would not be able to keep the red off of everything. All right, this is perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't she a beaut, Clark? Isn't that what it says? That's funny. I've only watched that movie. Speaking of Christmas movies, you guys, I'm 49, and I was probably 42 before I'd ever seen that movie. Is that crazy or what? I don't watch comedies very often. I've figured that out in my life. I don't watch comedies very often. Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I should. Let's try and do the sponge here. And I did not bring my glasses down, but I think that's perfect. You do so they can stay out all winter long. Metallic white, brown, red. Okay, maybe metallic red, metallic white, and brown. That would be so cool. Also the brown and white as well. Um, because you could do this in gingerbread theme. Like the browns and whites. How fun. How fun. Because nothing on here says Christmas. Nothing. Marshmallow, peppermint, cocoa. And so, all right, this is all red. Our marshmallows, this is red. Our cocoa letters are going to be red. And our base is going to be red. So we're going to do that one last. All right, this one we're going to do brown. I think those are done. Let's paint our bases here real quick. That way we can set them off to the side. You ladies that have not purchased a ticket to the retreat for next year, you better get in because it's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited for it. I told the ladies that in the VIP group this morning that had snagged tickets, I was like, now we have to wait a whole year. That's the thing about planning those so far in advance. It's just hard to get the spot to do it is where I love our retreats. If you guys haven't been on the retreats, they're so amazing. 61. Oh, my glasses are on my head. Jeez. That is so funny. It didn't feel like it because I had my hair pulled up because it was hot as Hades today. It was gross. That's so funny. You still have the Christmas movie grab bag. That was fun. That was fun. I still have some of those. We should put those out. Those were fun. Something holiday looking, but for the entire winter season. Yes. Where is it going to be and how much, Cindy? It's $947, which includes your lodging, all your food. Like you pay that price and you come and you just enjoy. Okay. We're all going to be staying in the same place. So I take care of all of your accommodations. I feed you, and it's June 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. Okay. So you come in on a Thursday, and we're going to start about 2 o'clock on a Thursday, and then we are together until Sunday. So we'll have the Thursday night sleep, we'll wake up Friday, have a full day together with projects, workshops, just whatever I have on the agenda for you, which is going to be absolutely fun. And then we have a sleep, and then we do the same thing Saturday, and we have a sleep, and then Sunday we're there until 2. So it starts at 2 o'clock on Thursday and ends at 2 o'clock on Sunday. So it's so much fun. It is in St. Joseph, Missouri. So I'm in Kansas. It's about probably an hour from me on the Missouri side. You've been watching Christmas in July all month. I love it. I love it. Let's move these out of our way. I feel like I'm chatting more than crafting, but you know what? Sometimes that happens, right? All right. Let's do the cocoa one brown. However, I don't think that was the brown I wanted. Um, I want the toffee mixed with that brown a little bit, but I have way too much of that brown out. I have way too much of that out too. Who knows what's going on with me today? I'm tired. I didn't sleep last night. You have family there? Come see us, Leanne. Come see us. Girl, grab yourself a ticket. All right. So I did half the toffee, half the raw umber, but it looks like there's glue strings in it. I'm not sure why, but those are going to get stuck in my. They're going to get stuck. That's all right. We'll clean them out. All right. So we don't necessarily have to go all the way up because remember, this is where we have our overlay of the lids that we have right here. This one is so cute. So I want to encourage you guys to use the public Facebook group. Okay. Use it. That is a spot for you to share your completed projects um, that you have gotten here from the Ruffled Daisy. Um, and share them, okay? Because I love to share them on my page sometimes. So here's the thing, if you're sharing them, you're letting me say that I can use your pictures. Now, I'm not going to use your pictures in any bad way. Because I just love all of your guys' creations, and it even gives me inspiration. Okay, so think about that. A lot of people don't want to brag on what they have painted. Um, but I don't think it's that way at all. Okay. You are sharing because it inspires creativity in someone else. Okay. Because we all have a unique paint print. I say this a lot. Hey, I'm using my glasses right now. I remembered they were on my head thanks to you. um, I lost my train of thought again, you guys. That's crazy. All right. This does still have a little bit of there's just gunky things in it, but I think it's going to be okay. I think I got most of them out. There might be one right there that I did not get out. I think the paint was too old. I don't know why, but whatever. All right. So there's our cocoa one. And we have to do these as well. What was I saying? You need to go to that retreat. Can you pay it out? So Lisa, you can. Um, it's through Shop Pay, and I think that it says on there you can do um it says you can do $86 a month, I think. And I think that makes it like a year if you want to push it like out that far. But yes, and that's all. You just do that when you check out. Yep, you do the installment thing when you check out. Such a convenient thing too. I love that myself, you know. Everything costs more nowadays. It's crazy. All right, that one is good. But so as far as food, when we're there, I will feed you. Um, you'll have light foods when you get there around 2. So if you want to eat lunch before, you can eat before. But we'll have dinner Thursday night. We'll have breakfast, lunch, and dinner Friday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner Saturday, and breakfast and like a light like to lunch. No, it would just be like a brunch. We were just gonna do a brunch. So you're getting 9 meals. And all the workshops. This year, how many? I don't even remember how many projects we did. There were some pretty amazing ones. It's really fun. It's just a really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. We have a really amazing group of people here. Okay. Um, I definitely will continue to share, Angie. I love seeing what other people create. So yes, please share. All right. Please no tacos. Right? That's funny. That's funny. All right. We had way too much food the last time we were there. Man, we had so much food. It was fun. We just had a lot of food. I think that's something that is really hard to gauge when you are doing events because, you know, you, for me, I think anybody doing events, your biggest fear is, running out of food, right? That's the hardest thing to plan, but I mean, I would much rather have more than not enough, and I think it was absolutely great. The food was delicious. So I used a local caterer, a couple different places, not a local caterer, a couple different places that I had gotten from suggestions from the local community. I have a friend that lives down there, and the lady we rented the house from this past time. Nope, that still didn't come out. And I know people that live in St. Joe too, so you're gonna have delicious food. Let me just tell you that. It's gonna be delicious food. Lisa, I would love for you to come. There are 8 tickets left. Let's put these on a piece of tape so I don't get red all over my fingers. I just don't want to get red all over my fingers tonight. We did. Maureen said we had a great time and we even broke out in song and dance. Man, we had that music going, didn't we? That was fun. It was really fun. It was good times of fellowship, of laughing, singing, creating, comforting, rejuvenating. Um, Man, there's just so many words to describe it. It really, really is. And I mean, I took just as much away from it as everybody else did there. Absolutely amazing. Probably one of my favorite things to do. There's my A. Let me dry this because it's not sticking because I just wiped it down. There we go. Oh, there's it on the floor. Oh well, it'll stay there as long as I don't trip over it. Making sure cocoa. Oh, yep, this is what I want. Because if we made an oopsie here, the red would not be easy to cover up with any other color. That would be a nightmare. Many years ago, your uncle had pastored a little church in St. Joseph. I love it. So you know a little bit about St. Joe. You're very familiar with it. You should come see us. I bet you have some people there you could see. All right, I think that's covered pretty good on that. I think it's good on that. I think we are good to start embellishing. Let's do it. Let me look at these whites. Oh, no. Let me look at these whites real quick. Oh, it got red on there. See, it's not a craft if we don't mess something up. Now we're gonna make it pink. It's good. It's good. However, I do want to do one more coat of white on this one. So these look good. These look good and the letters look good, but let's do one more coat of white on this one real quick. And I think I have enough here. Perfect. And you could take a white paint pen and make that line right where it starts with that knob. You could make it really, really crisp. Perfect. Okay, let's get our red paint pen. Now, let's see. We got to find the right red because paint pens are crazy like that. I think that this one might be good. And this one I know would be good too. Uh, no, that's not really a red. I mean, it is, but it's like a pink. It's not going to look like peppermint for sure. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, this one's definitely not. That looks like salmon. Let me use this one. You have relatives in Missouri, not sure about St. Joe. So, I should have a small one of these, is what I'm looking for. Because that would probably be the red. I know I do, but I can't find it, so it's fine. We'll just deal with it. Um, it's up north. Yeah, so it's North Missouri. All right, so now we're just gonna color these in. Like I said, there are lines there that you can use as a guide. Let's look at that. Look how good that's gonna be. Oh my goodness. What red is this? Um, this one is Thule Art. Well, no, let's do it this way. You can screenshot that. Tooliart. Really like these. You could use a fine line paintbrush as well. Yep. You could totally do that. It just kind of depends what you're in the mood for. I mean, sometimes I like the ease of paint pens. I don't know. You could totally do it with a fine line brush, though. All right, so we're going to have to do this to the tops of the other two canisters as well. And honestly, I think that because we have so many, I think the paint pen is a little bit quicker for me anyway. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. I've never really decorated with gingerbread theme, but this would go perfectly with it. And I think I really should. I think I love the gingerbread theme. I've never really done it. Don't ask me why. I never really decorate my kitchen, I guess I should say. But I say that, but then I do. I put decorations in my Christmas kitchen. So we need to make them Christmas themed or like kitchen themed Christmas. This is definitely going in my kitchen. Okay, there we go. Thank goodness those glasses were on my head because I don't think that I could have done that instead without my glasses. I don't think I could have done that without my glasses. Oh, you've spent all this time trying to find me? Why? Man, Nona, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So we're gonna start the edge with what? Well, we're painting something cute. We've had some good chatting. Winona was at our live retreat this year, and she's coming to next year's. And she was at the first one. She's been to all of them. Miss Nona almost didn't come to the first one, and I'm so glad that she did. Life likes to throw curveballs our way for sure. No one is immune to that. Did anybody here see the YouTube video today that I emailed? I emailed you guys out a YouTube video called Soul Chat. It's something that I'm going to start doing on YouTube. Just kind of sharing where the oops, I went over the line on that one, but hopefully you're not going to be able to tell. It's just going to be a little bit thicker stripe. We're not going to fix that. It was really good. You need to go over and check it out. I would love for you to go over and check it out. So, when you click and watch things like that, obviously I want you to be interested in them. But it helps push it to other people that like it too. So if you liked it, it would help get it in front of other people too. Hey, Debbie, we are doing our hot cocoa canister set. It is sold space 1356. And then I think we're also going to do our trees here, and that is sold space 1341. You saw the sold chat on YouTube. What did you think about it? Um, you got the message, you were live and got on, but all you could find was the post about the damaged package. Oh, did you see that? Man, oh man. Frustrated me. That was Maureen. That was how Maureen's package showed up to her. Frustrating. All right. You needed the message today. I love it. I love it, Marissa. You never know, you know? You never know. Some weeks they may not hit you, and then other weeks they may. Why is my lid not going on? Hold on, you guys. There we go. Hopefully it'll go on now. Better. All right. So we need to also paint. We're going to paint these to match our cocoa things, but I don't know about doing a tree red. I mean, we're just going to do one of each color and see how it goes. That's what we're going to do. This one needs a little bit more brown. Oh, there's those boogers I was talking about. Man, they're everywhere on it. We're going to just hit that with our sandpaper here in a minute. Just to knock those edges off. That means this one might need a second coat. It does. But we're going to sand this one down a little bit too. All right. This one has a lot in it. Hey, Vicky, how are you? There's been a lot of people that have just hopped on. So, yeah, definitely go back and watch the first part. We've got some fun chats in here today. All right. I think we're going to call that one good. I'm not loving the brown because it's kind of like those browns probably just need to be thrown away. I think they're just old. And I think these are good. But we're going to do one more coat for her. Oh, yours was trashed as well. You know what? It's not surprising because UPS, so I had to order a new honeycomb bed for my laser. And I was not wanting to, but when I was learning the laser, I messed up a little bit and I would, when raising the bed, I would hit the head and it would bend some of the honeycombs. And after a period of time, obviously that's your laser bed. The wood isn't laying directly flat on the laser bed if some of the honeycombs are bent. Anyway, so I ordered a new one, and those things are not cheap. Girls, take care of your honeycomb laser beds if you have a laser because they are not cheap. Anyway, it came today, and I always have UPS. UPS comes by every day. And I mean, comes by every day, picks up packages. And if there's anything that he's leaving, he just leaves it by my garage door. And then I just let it in. He never comes to the door. And so he knocked on the door. And I was like, yes. He's like, do you want to see this before you accept it? And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, yes. I was like, if they bent my honeycomb bed, I'm gonna be mad. And luckily it wasn't, but you guys, that thing was not packaged. It might as well have not been packaged. A honeycomb bed it's a 4 by 8 piece of metal honeycomb and it bends and they didn't have it packaged at all. So it's not just your guys' packages. It's so frustrating. The sold Marissa, it's just old paint. Yep, it's old paint. Um, for the hot cocoa canister set, it is sold space 1356. And for the trees, it is sold space 1341. I am going to do something like that, Marissa. Yes, we are. We are going to put some detailing on the canisters for sure. Let's make sure they're all dry. And I'm going to pick up my keep them. Yeah. So those little booger things are just old paint. Yeah, I think Marissa asked about an almond colored dry brush over here. We're definitely gonna, I don't think I'm gonna use almond, but we are gonna do something cute. Um, do I want burnt umber or black? I think we're gonna use burnt umber because that's what we're gonna use on the, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Sold what for the paint? So for the paint, just type Daisy Love. Um, one word or two. Just type Daisy Love and it will send you to my link tree. And one of the links there is Nicole's Afraid Not Chalk Paint. Yes, yes. Let's put a smaller grit sandpaper on this real quick. The only thing you can't use is your napkins. Well, I have extra. I can stick some in your next order, Lauren. Definitely. I can definitely use the napkins. All right, we're just going to sand this a little bit. And that was mostly to just get away that rough part because I don't want these to have a sanded look. You definitely could. I mean, you could sand these and rough these up all you wanted. All right, we're going to take this. These are dry. These are dry. We're going to take this burnt umber. So it's a dark brown. And we're going to go around here. We're just going to go around the edges. Blend it in as best you can. You can do as little or as much as you want here. Let's see. I think that's pretty good. Mm, let's blend it a little bit further. And I got this side pretty high, so we're going to have to make it kind of looks like chocolate. That's what it's supposed to look like, chocolate. And let's do here. And I'm going to go up pretty far, just like that, because remember we have our base. Ta-da! Look at that. That's so stinking cute. We should have painted these. No, we'll do. No, we're good. We're good. Let's go ahead and do the bases. That way they look like they're matched. So your bases are going to have a big piece and a little piece. The little one is what is going to have the notch in it. And now when you do this, these do tear up your sponges, you guys, just FYI. All right, those are done. However, I think we're going to use it on all of them. We're going to give them, but you could also do white. You could also do white. But we're going to put some white polka dots on these, I think. I think that's what I want to do. There, this one I didn't have to do as dark because it wasn't going over that dark brown. Can you see that? The edging on it a little bit better? It's probably hard to tell. And we're also going to do it on the aqua, the mint. Someone said, what, you would do yours in metallics? That would be so pretty. You know what else you could do? Is you could resin these. That way they looked like actual canisters, like ceramic, because they would be that shiny. Yes, like white enamel with the black trim. That would be so cute. Yeah, there are so many ways you could bring these together. Let's do this one now. And I'm gonna have to let me wipe my fingers off because I don't want to hold on to that aqua if I have brown on my fingers. Wipe them off. All right, let's get a little bit more. This one's not going to take hardly any. I don't know what the top or bottom is. We're going to do. We're going to do both. And I'm wondering, should we do the inside too? Perfect. Perfect. Let's get this white. Actually, I think we might. Well, let's do a little bit of shadowing around the white one, okay? Just a little bit. And the brown is good with it because it's a hot cocoa set. Otherwise, if this was just like peppermint and candy and stuff like that, I probably wouldn't have used the brown. I probably would have gone a little bit lighter with the white. All right. What are we going to do now? Let's do this. So we know these go together. Oh, we didn't do these bases. Hold on. Hold, please. Aren't these adorable? Oh, thank you, Debbie. It's just practice. Practice. Um, yeah, just practice. And I still flub up and mess up. That's part of the process. Y'all have seen me do that a time or two, I'm sure. All right, so I think on the red one, we're gonna do some polka dots. We're gonna do really small one. I think we're gonna do them on all of them actually. So let's go ahead and start gluing, oops, these together a little bit. Hold on. I dropped my sander. I need a bigger table. I need a bigger table. Let's clean up our mess real quick because it's going to give me anxiety if I don't. We got our sponge everywhere. Let's just make this cute now. We don't need all this. You missed the second sold number. That's the trees. If we do the trees tonight, it's sold space 1341. Oh, we were going to keep that for the trees. Okay, we'll just get a little bit of it out of the way. There we go. All right, there we go. That's good enough, right? All right, let's do this one. So you have your back that you didn't have to paint, and then we're going to glue this on. And this is the top with the notch out, and the little base is the bottom. So you're going to line it up with the top and then press. Press, press, press. Michelle, how are you? It's good to see you. Whoops. Press them and then try not to move them when you're doing it because I'm guilty of that. All right. So now we're going to put another one here. And it's okay that that went through here because that's going to help us adhere our little white piece in there. So now we can drop that right in there. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so cute. All right, let's do it like that. Look how cute this is going to be. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to let that sit right there and dry. And let's work on the cocoa one first. Let's put our cocoa on, and then we also have the lid. Is that it? I think so. All right, here's the lid. And then we're going to do a little bit, and I'm going to probably get this everywhere because this bowl is way too big now. That's okay. I'll spray it. You won't ever know. Let's see. Oops, I think I put that up, painted it upside down, but I think it's fine. See? Oh, oop, I just stuck my finger in that glue up top. Let's fix that. Oh my goodness, you guys, that's so cute. Oops. See? C-O-C-O-A. It is etched on there, so you don't have to worry about getting this straight or anything. It is etched on there for you. All right, now let's pull out our paint. Well, where are my white paint? So far, what? Oh, look, here's another red one. Here's my fine tip red that I was looking for. That's funny. I probably put it back in where I did. All right, let's use our we're gonna use our white paint pen. The big snowflake goes on right here. We're gonna put that there. And then we have two little snowflakes. We have a bunch of these little snowflakes we're gonna put on there. Okay. Can you guys see this okay? This would make a cute Christmas gift for someone. You know how sometimes you just don't know what to buy people? We're gonna do it with it pointing up. And we're gonna say that the C is the middle. We're just gonna go with that. And then these are gonna go on the side. Right there. Oh my goodness. Y'all need one of these in your life. This is adorable. You are so welcome, Debbie. And this one's gonna go here. These do not have the etching on them, okay? So you do have to place those where you want. All right, now we're gonna do polka dots. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is going to be so cute. And I am not doing any rhyme or reason on where I'm placing these polka dots at all. We're just going with it. We're going to put one there. We're going to put one there. We're going to do some down here. OMG. Well, that's just as precious as I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so cute. So 1341 is these trees. We were going to try to paint them to match them if we have time. Now that's adorable. Y'all, this one's done. Look, we're starting to put these together. See? And we've been on an hour. And how much fun did we have? And we're not done. So make yourself, allow yourself to have an hour a month. A month. I say a day, maybe not a day, maybe not an hour a day. That might be a little hard. We're going to let that dry. There is a bunch of glue that seeped out there, but we're just going to let it dry right now. We'll put it on the back side. Oh my goodness, these are precious. Hold on, let me get it straight. Psst, hold on. There we go. Oh my goodness. Look at how cute this little thing is. Look at that. So then, if you have one of these, a Mr. Pen, one of you guys actually sent this to me. If you have these Mr. Pens, you can, like this one, especially here where the teal is, you want the really crisp lines. You just color all of the edge with this Mr. Pen. Look, isn't that amazing? And now you don't have any on the edging there. That's adorable. Let's do this one, okay? Actually, we're going to put red polka dots on this one, and we're going to put white on this one, so let's do this one first. However, we didn't do our shading on our marshmallows, so we got to do that real quick, too. That was a little bit destroyed. It does destroy your sponges when you do the edgings like that, but just cut it and get a little bit more. So we're going to do up here all the way around like that, and we're going to do it at the bottom here because this is going to nest in there. And then we're going to do these. So they look like they're toasted a little bit. And then we're also going to do, there's a little etched line. Actually, we could just do all of that dark. Let's do that. It's really dark to that edge line. Just like that. Can you see that? There's an edge line there, and we're just going to get dark all the way to that edge line. Like it's been roasted on the fire. This one has it too. There we go. Perfect. All right. Do your polka dots before you glue. So I don't want to do it before I glue because I feel like I can more space them the way that it would look better if I do it after I glue. Because before I glue, there might be some here, there might be some here, and I don't want any in some of those places. That's why, and I don't do that for everything, but that's what I like. Oops, there's a piece of hair. Hold on, that looked like some Nova hair. Look how good that orange stands out, you guys. All right, now this is going to go right here just like this. So, and then this one also has snowflakes. And we're going to put dots on it with white. There we go. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. Let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. That way they're stacked a little bit more. I like that. Let's grab 2 more snowflakes. You love your marshmallows super toasted? You could do these definitely super toasted. Yeah, absolutely. Is that centered? I hope so, because it's not going anywhere. Yep, I think it's okay. It's a little bit closer that way, but I don't think it matters because it's not going to move. It's just going to be there. Well, let's put them up here. Yeah, we'll put them up there. That way they don't look so close. That's better. Now they can be evenly spaced. That looks all right. There we go. Let's glue the lid on. Here it is. How's everybody else like their marshmallows? Super toasted or no? So there is a little bit of difference between this red and that red. So, I mean, I may go back over that with red paint. We'll see, but I do notice that. But it probably isn't super noticeable. It's probably just more noticeable to me. We'll see if it bugs me. Okay. I think that's good. Look at that. That's adorable. Oh my goodness, it's adorable. I think we're going to be done with the white because we're going to use red on the next one. You could even put polka dots on the bases. You could definitely do that. Super toasted, no chocolate or graham crackers. I love it. I do love me some graham crackers though. I'm not a huge chocolate fan. And then, but there are some chocolates that are pretty good, like peanut clusters. I just finished a whole bag of those. Well, Parker helped me, but that is tight. There we go. That is stinking adorable. Look, we got two of them. Those are so stinking cute, and we still have one more. Desiree's with Marissa. She likes hers toasted, super, super toasted. That's my mom. My mom likes hers super toasted. All right. I'm going to go ahead and glue this in here. You do not have to, but I'm going to. I might regret it later, but maybe not. Let's get it straight. There we go. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. We need to even add like white dots on there. Man, you could do so much with this. All right. Now this one has that little notch. Remember that we left hanging out? Ta-da! That is so stinking cute. We are definitely going to fix the edges though. Hold on. The edges of this one, see, this one does okay, and this one looks okay, but it's really this, let's dry brush some of this color on here so it's not so harsh. Because I don't think I want that dark. There we go. Now it just looks like it's got the brown shadowing on it. There we go. Perfect. I'm not worried about the top. I think the top is fine. It's just from the front view, that was really glaring obvious. And I'm not going to do it on the back. Let's do it a little bit more. Let's do a little bit more. Now we're probably going to have to take that brown and dry brush the edges of that a little bit, okay? A little black wouldn't even make me mad. That's totally my mom. Aren't they cute, Leanne? They're so cute. We were gonna roast marshmallows at the retreat, and we didn't. No, we were going to. We had all the stuff there. We just didn't. I mean, it wasn't because we were, yeah, we just didn't. We should next time for sure. Because it'll be June. It'll be about a month, well, only a couple weeks after. All right, hold on. You're gonna see my head. We should have put all this stuff on before we glued it down, but it's fine. Let's see how big these dots look. Yep, they're the size that I want. Now this one, you should have, I'm going to put 2 up here and 3 down here. Let's do that. Let's do them. How's that look? I think that's good. And then we're going to do red polka dots. That's there. Spread them apart a little bit. Man, I'm hungry. I realized I should eat. I mean, I guess I did. I feel like I've just munched today. I need to go eat something. We had some leftover steak, and hubby was going to make some steak soup. All right, look at that. That is so stinking cute. Your stove did not pull up the trees. The 1341. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, sold space 1341. I can send it to you, Debbie. Or just you can go when you're in the shop, there's a little magnifying glass, just put in tree and it will pull some of them up. All right, so let's do polka dots on this one. Oh my goodness, these are adorable. Oh my goodness. Can you guys even see those? Look how precious that is. Oh my goodness. You can make them bigger if you want. You didn't get trees in your cart either. Um, yeah, just let me just grab the link to the trees real quick. Let me just do that. Oops. No releases. Let me go find them. There they are. It's the woodland tree set. Here you go. There you go. Enchanted shimmer or sticklers on the flakes. That would be really cute. I need to order some white stickles. I think I want to use stickles on it, but I want to use white and I don't have white. I need to order some. Putting that on my list to order. All right. So now we have these. Look, we're going to make these too. What time is it? We're good. We're good. These aren't going to take very long because we're just going to paint them. But this is what you have. You have your little peppermint. Let me put these out of the way. Look how adorable these are. Wouldn't these be so cute in your kitchen? You got the marshmallow and the cocoa. Oh my goodness. And then the peppermint. It is so cute. I have a little gingerbread man and girl that these would be so cute with. Oh my goodness. Those are adorable. I'm going to spray seal them, but uh-oh, I just messed up one of my dots. Hold on. Let's Let me just get a little bit of brown paint and we will just touch that up right there. You'll never know. Ta-da. Can't even tell. All right. Now let's do the trees. Okay. Let's do, I'm really nervous about doing a red tree though, because I don't think that's going to look very good. So what other tree could we do? White. We could just do, well, do we want to do brown? We're just going to do it. We're doing it. We're doing the big one red. I'm calling it. We're doing it. So on these, you're going to have to do both sides. Okay. Because of the way that they go together, you're going to be able to see both sides. So make sure we're just going to keep these whimsical. But man, you could put snow on these. You could do so much. And we may add some stuff to it later. I don't know. We'll see how we like it. We'll take pictures with it with our little set here for the kitchen. I think that would be so cute. We are definitely going to have to pull out more red paint though. Ooh, white with red varnishing would have looked good too. I agree. That would have looked good. All right, we probably got way too much this time, but it's all right. All right, let's dry those real quick. Get them out of the way, and then we'll do the other side, and then clean up our mess and do the other two, brown and aqua. The white with red burnishing would look really good. It really would. I might sand these down some too. I don't know. I may or may not be okay with a red Christmas tree. We're gonna see. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Okay, let's do this one. So we have some ornaments coming that are three-dimensional like this. The way they kind of slide together. We have some ornaments coming, so I'm super excited about that. Um, they're large ornaments, and I believe there's 5, but they're folk art. They have really cool cutouts in them and everything. I'm super excited about those. Pulls for resin, yes. I love it. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the base spread too. We only have to do one side with that one though. Thank you for that. I would have cleaned up my red paint and been like, oh, I didn't paint my red base. All right. Well, let's set these all to the side so they can dry, and let's clean this up because this is going to get on everywhere and everything. There we go. Out of the way some. All right, now we're going to use the brown. I'm not super thrilled to use the brown because I just didn't like the color or had all those boogers in it. I am going to do a white on, well, yeah, we will. We'll figure it out. This one would be cool if you, oh, lots of paint. Um, if you dipped the edges in like diamond dust, that would be cute. We might have to do that. This one, I'm not going to do this one right now. Pause. Oh, 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 hold on. We're gonna spray paint it white because I want to get in all of the edges of it because you're going to be able to see the sides of this isn't going to come off, but it'll be fine because we're going to spray paint it. So I'm going to have to come back to this one because I want it spray painted so all of the edges are covered. The red one and the brown one don't necessarily matter. Um, but then we'll do that one aqua. But I want all the edges white because it's not going to look good with the brown edges with the aqua. So we're going to bypass that. All right. And we need that base too. Oh, why is that covering right there? Where is that red? We need to throw this away. It's full. It must have been the toffee. It was the toffee. It was this one. Well, I don't know. Maybe just don't mix those two colors together. Would that make a difference because of the brands of paint? Things that make you go, maybe. Maybe that was the issue. I mean, I've mixed two brands of paints together quite a bit, I feel like, but I feel like that might have been what it was. Because the paints are good. All right. Let's see what these look like. Yes, the woodland trees. Yep. So there's one thing that I say about these, especially on this little one, this design, because this is loose. And so when you put this one together, I would, this right here is loose. Little spot is loose. And so I would glue that together. Okay. Let's do this. We're going to sand these a little bit. And I think I want these to have a sanded look. So we're going to sand them quite a bit. That way they're off the edges a little bit. Cute. See, just like that. It's okay. I'll glue it. It'll be fine. Be very careful with that. Because this one wants to break too. I squeezed them together the other day, and I knew when I did it that I shouldn't have done that. But I did. It's all right. All right. Let's sand the red ones a little bit. That way we can wipe up our sand. Where do you find your VIP code for the discount? It is in the VIP group. The Dream Makers group. And it's pinned to the top of the page. Whoops. It is the same one that you used last time, if you remember what it is. I just can't say it. I really like these sanded. Ooh, I think I love the red tree now. I think I love the red tree. I really wish I almost brought the spray paint down here with me, you guys, but if Big B found out I was spraying in the house, spray painting in the house, he'd have a fit. And he wouldn't be wrong either. But man, I was tempted to bring the spray paint down here. And we could have sprayed that real quick. Just real quick. Ooh, these are going to look really pretty. Sprayed a glossy, like a glossy coat. That would look good. All right, I'm out of baby wipes. I'm surprised they're still wet. I'm so terrible at remembering to close my baby wipes. And then I come down here and like the top two pieces are dried out. I'm terrible at that. All right. We'll use the other one for my hands and for the brown. You guys, these are adorable. You need to grab these from the shop. Remember, I did not grow up in Minnesota. I grew up in Kansas. I've been in Kansas my whole life. Sounded like you were from Minnesota. That's so funny. Nope. We did not sand this. Nope, not Minnesota. That's funny. I don't think I've ever been, I don't think I've ever had anybody think I had a Minnesota accent. I mean, I've had to, well, what was? Somebody thought I had an accent. Where was it from? I don't remember. Maybe it was up that way. I don't remember. The people, when I went to visit New York, they definitely were like, "Where are you from?" What? I don't know. Maybe have a twang or something. I don't know. All right, here's this one. This one I'm not going to glue. Okay, it's pretty sturdy, but this one over here that I broke. And these would be gorgeous with, um, look how pretty that is. This would be gorgeous with snow on it. Oh my goodness, that would be so gorgeous. Wipe these down. I think I must have. Maybe. All right, so these I'm gonna have to glue this on because I had an oopsie. All right, so let's just glue it right here. Can't even tell. And this one is pulling away a little bit because it's about to break. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on there too. Ta-da! There we go. Let me hold it there real quick. My comments went away. Are you guys still here with me? Let me see. Where'd my comments go? There we are. Oh, some of these trees in the mystery box. I don't think, ooh, did I put these trees in the mystery box? I don't remember. I think there might have been one or two that I stuck in the mystery boxes. New York, Mary says she doesn't hear an accent. That's so funny. They just, yeah. No, when I was in New York, they were like, "Where are you from?" Because I had an accent. It wasn't a New York accent. I was in New York. Yes, Debbie, I will send it to you. And then this one goes in this vase. Maybe. There we go. There we go. So the bases have a or a cross, like a cross, and that's where it's going to sit in. This one, it is really cute being brown. Look at that. And this one's red. Let me put these down again, okay? Hi, Carol. How are you? Um, let's see. And then, aren't those so precious? Oh my goodness. This one will be aqua, but I want to spray paint it white so that the dark edges don't look so harsh. But this one will be white or the light teal color. So we're going to have all of them. These are going to look so cute in my kitchen. So we're going to take this one out for now, but it is going to be this little peppermint color. How cute would these be sitting on a tiered tray in your kitchen? Oh my goodness, they're just precious. I love them. Oh my goodness, I love them. They're my favorite. You guys, go grab them. These are absolutely adorable. I love these. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to bring these to life. I absolutely love them. Um, a lot more than I thought I would. And these, I'm just in love with. These are just absolutely precious. Maybe they weren't from New York then. I don't hear it. Maybe upstate is different. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now. I get what you're saying. So you're like, I don't have an accent at all. Yeah. You have a friend who thought you were from Hawaii, Lisa? That's so funny. Yes, Carol, go watch the replay. These are super cute. Super, super cute. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, you guys. Go watch the replay. We talked about some stuff at the beginning that was a little bit encouraging, a little bit of kick in the butt. I showed you what we did in the VIP group earlier. And go over to YouTube. I released a video over there today that's a little bit of a different crafting your story. We weren't necessarily crafting projects, but we're crafting our heart. We're crafting our walk with the Lord. And so go listen to that over there. I'm super excited to start doing those for you. None of them are going to be live. They're all going to be recorded. And so make sure you're on my email list because I will send you a link every time they're dropped. I will post it here on this page. But I would love to know how it spoke to your heart. If you would listen for me, I would love to know that. All right. Roxy says she loves the trees. I think they're adorable. I can't wait to go paint this one white tomorrow so we can paint it that mint color. It's going to go so perfectly together with all of these. Oh my goodness. I'm ready for all the Christmas decorating now. I'm ready for all the Christmas decorating. But you guys, we got some fun fall coming. Let me tell you that. I love Christmas, but I love fall just as much. I love painting pumpkins. I love paint. Oh my goodness, so much stuff. I'm excited. So, are those all on Facebook? No, YouTube. None of them are on Facebook. However, I did share it to Facebook. Okay, but it is a YouTube video. But so if you go here on the page and you scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to see where I linked it and asked you guys to go give it a listen, give it a watch for me. All right. I love you guys. I will see you soon.